Gotta get it off my chest. Got no ink.
Hi guys, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Calloway. Just a disclaimer, I fully support her art, her writing, her ability to own everything about herself, you know, her humor, her sarcasm, her grief, her addiction, her body, her sexuality. I totally love that for her, and I am in no way judging her making an OnlyFans. You know, I don't subscribe to it, but I have thought about doing that. I have not yet because I don't really have the money to spare on an OnlyFans subscription right now. But no hate, no judgment. I just am a little confused. And I will tell you why. So, she started releasing her response to Natalie's article about her. And if you don't know what all of that is, why are you here? I mean, stay if you want, but you might be confused. So, she started releasing her Natalie response, and it was behind a paywall for $10. One payment of $10, and she said her response was going to be in 3 parts. The first two parts and then a little half part are released, and she had an interview with a magazine. It might have been The Guardian, might have been somebody else, where she said that donating all of that money she made from her response to coronavirus aid relief was really putting her in a bad place financially. And I just wonder how true that is, because one, I know she was selling her paintings. I bought these when they were only $60. They have now gone up to like $120 to $140 per painting, which, you know, again, no shame. You know, people pay for what they believe art is worth, and that's different to everybody. So, no shame. If she wants to charge that much, all the power to you. But I know she was selling those. I know she has a whole website dedicated to selling her art. She sold a couple paintings at like $400, and I'm like, I know rent in New York is expensive, and I know she has a kind of an expensive lifestyle, but I'm just like, where did all of that money go? And 2, she has a Patreon account that I am subscribed to. I only pay $2 a month, but I know people can pay more, and that's still going on. Like, that's money is still getting taken out of my account monthly, even though she doesn't fulfill her promise on that. Like, her Patreon account says, like, it used to be every day, but then they changed it to per month, that she would do close friends stories on, like, personal stuff, stories she's never told, you know, things like that. And she hasn't done it in months. But, you know, myself and other people are still paying for her Patreon account, for her Patreon subscription. So I'm like, where is that money that you say you don't have, but we're still paying you? So where is that? She also said she will be releasing her Natalie response, you know, every Tuesday at a certain time. I know one week the site got hacked. Don't blame her for that. That's why I didn't go up on time. But now it's been like 4 weeks and we don't have the last installment. She keeps talking on her Instagram that she hasn't even finished writing it yet. And she's been in quarantine for like 3 months. Like, I get it. Writer's block is real. I cannot write anything to save my life because of my writer's block. But it's just like, we've already paid the $10. We've already paid for it. She's not fulfilling her promise to have given it to us. So I'm just like, yes, she donated all that money. That's amazing. But, like, we still paid for something that she hasn't given us yet. Like, am I the only one irked by that? And then, you know, she sold her book Scammer for like $20, $25 a pop. And I'm like, so where's that money? Like, you say you don't have any money, but where's that money? And when is that book even coming out? Like, she doesn't have a release date. Like, hasn't said anything about it since people bought it. And I'm like, okay. It's just, I don't know, like, I really do still love her. I still check her Instagram daily. She's the only person that I have my notifications on for. I will continue to support her, as in wanting to read her writing. And if, you know, when she comes out with her memoir and we were like, I will definitely still buy it. I just am really starting to question her commitment to things, like her level of commitment to things, because it's just like she doesn't follow through on almost anything. She will double back and defend why she didn't follow through. And like some things are very real, very legit, but it's just like you're building a band. A band? No. She's building a brand, which means she's making herself and the things that she creates, the art that she makes, into a business that she is selling to me and other people. But then she's not following through on it. Like, it's like when you pre-order somebody's book and then you never, ever, ever get it. Like, it says the delivery date or like the release date keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back until like you even forgot that you bought it. It's been pushed back so much. And I'm like, there's really no guarantee that we're ever going to get anything that she promised us because she doesn't follow through. Like, I just, again, still love her. But then on Twitter, she was posting how many followers on OnlyFans she has now, and then how much monthly money that is for her, like income. And I'm just like, but that's not your only income. Like, what about your Patreon? What about your book sales? What about all the other things that you do and your paintings? Like, it just doesn't add up. And then she'll tell publications that she's not rich, doesn't have a lot of money, she struggles to pay her rent. And I'm like, but that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't correlate. The numbers don't add up. Like, just be honest. And she says all the time that she's so real, you know, she's going to share her addiction, she's going to share her suicide stuff. And I'm like, that's great. I really commend you for being that open and honest about stuff that's that hard. But why is it then so hard to be open and honest about how much money you make? And it's not even that I need to know how much money you make, because it's not my business. I don't need to know how much money she makes. But it just kind of rubs me the wrong way when she will tell major publications that, oh, you know, donating all this money really put me in a bad financial place. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But then you have a Patreon, you have your OnlyFans, you have your book sales, you have your paintings. Like, where's that money? Where is it? Anybody else feel that? Am I alone? Am I about to get blocked? I'm probably about to get blocked, and I would be very, very fucking sad about that, because girl, I'm committed. I'm obsessed. I am committed to following her for the rest of my life, but it doesn't add up. Let me know what you think, because it doesn't add up to me. Am I like being oblivious to something, which is probably what's happening, because I'm not very bright sometimes, or like, am I right? Like, I just don't. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section.